Hey guys, vf.miniatures Bell reports, and today we're playing a 2000 points game between my Deathwatch Space Marines and Spencer's World Leaders. Spencer, say hi.
Always be charging.
So we have finally the World Leaders on the channel. We have Angron, as you can see, and we'll see how this battle will go on. We'll see you in the game. This is my 2000 points of Deathwatch Space Marines. I am playing the Vanguard detachment because the Deathwatch Black Spear task force is just so bad that it's unplayable pretty much. I have the regular thing for the Vanguard detachment, which is a one big, relatively durable, relatively quick blob of infantry. In this case, this is a Watch Master who is going to be leading my 10-man unit of Proteus kill team. I decided to try this combination because I think that's probably one of the best ways to actually use a real Deathwatch unit as a Space Marines army. So that's why they are here. He has the blade-driven deep enhancement, so they can infiltrate. Though, to be honest, looking at the other side of the board, I'm not sure it's such a good idea to actually infiltrate towards the World Leaders. Perhaps I'll have to think about some way to position them more carefully.
They just want to give you hugs.
Yeah, very aggressive, violent hugs, which I think will leave us a bit dead afterwards.
A hug is still a hug.
Yeah, so that is the first big squad. The second one is the Inceptors. I have 2 units of them, 2 units of 6, one with plasma, one with bolters. Inceptors because they really work well with the Vanguard detachment, and the plasma and bolters just because they really do good job against pretty much any type of target. So for bolters, that is just going to be infantry mostly, but they can do well against monsters as well with rerolls. Probably not the tough 13 and toughness 12 things, but perhaps anything that is not toughness 10 at least, they're doing reasonably well. So like Carnifexes, I think they can do well against. Also, I have a full unit of 6 Centurion Devastators with las cannons and their grenade launchers. So that's my main kind of shooting unit that is going to be moving around the board and using the mobility that the Vanguard detachment provides. I have 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts just because I love Redemptor Dreadnoughts, and they really help out with just a bit of shooting, just a bit of melee, and just being durable. We'll see how durable they are against the World Leaders though, but I think they are in general quite durable. I have a 3-man unit of Blade Guard Vets. They are there just to keep my home objective safe. I had exactly 90 points. If I had 10 points more, I would have done Infiltrators. But just I wanted to showcase these nice converted models that I have for the Blade Guard Vets, which I have been painstakingly assembling through the years. So this is the Wolf Blade Guard Veteran, a very heavy conversion actually. And that's a more basic one, which is the Black Templars guy, just the shoulder pad and the regular loadout. So I wanted to include them. And what else have I not mentioned? I think that's it. Oh, one thing that is missing from this scene, but what I have in the list is a Caldas, which I'm gonna include just now when I find her somewhere in my boxes. So that's 2,000 points of Deathwatch Vanguard Vets.
So here's my 2,000 points of World Eaters. They just want to come, give hugs, and have a good time doing it. It must always be led by Angron, because anyone that doesn't have Angron and is World Eaters not being led by Angron, they're just doing it wrong.
I agree.
He's just the main beat stick. He's just going to run up, do his thing, most likely give a aura of reroll hits to everything within 6 inches at the beginning of each fight phase to my next fight phase, so standard good times there. As my other character, I have Karn, because always need the Betrayer. His big thing...
Is he still the one that hits his own guys?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's still doing that.
Yes, right. But the main thing is he gives his unit rerolls to hit and wound of 1. So that's a nice buff for a 10-man unit of Berserkers with all the things. I personally don't run the plasma pistols on them just because I'm waiting for GW to confirm hey, the box comes with 10 plasma pistols, can actually run 10 plasma pistols.
So you have the bolt version?
Yeah, they're all bolt.
Okay, we're not interested in your shooting phase, to be honest.
Exactly.
so anyways, I don't want to sound rude, but that's not why you're here, right?
I mean, that's why even my Rhino has a chain axe.
Yeah.
He will be charging, and he will be chopping.
He will be fighting, yeah. That represents the tank shock the Rhino could do, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
I then have, we'll go over here first, 2 units of Exalted 8-bound. They deep strike, and their ability allows them where if you want to fall back, you need to make a leadership check, and if you fail, you cannot fall back.
Okay.
You're stuck in with me.
And they're a bit more, are they tougher than the regular ones?
They have a invul.
I remember they were 4-up in one when
They have a 6-up feel no pain, but no invul.
They have no invul.
No invul. I have 2 units of 3 with them, 2 units of regular 8-bound, 1 as a 3-man, 1 as a 6-man. They have Scout 6, and friendly units within 6 inches make a melee attack.
Scout 9.
Scout 6.
They have Scout 6?
Yes.
I thought they Scout the full move, but their move is 9, right?
Their move is 9.
Okay.
Yes. They reroll wounds of 1, and if the target is below half strength, full rerolls to wound. And then my choo-choo pain train, the Lord of Skulls.
What about that guy? Remember the crazy murderous...
The
guy?
Master of Execution.
Yes. Have you considered running him?
Not after the balanced data slate where they nerfed Favor of Corn.
What is
not
the
Favor of
change?
Corn, the Berserker Glaive.
What is the change now?
Before the Berserker Glaive,
I remember it was crazy.
what it would do is it would naturally just give always a base 1 or +1 strength and damage.
Yeah.
But the Berserker Glaive
On the
on
charge,
the charge,
it was D3.
it would D3.
Wow, yeah.
Now it's just a flat +1 attack and damage,
okay.
no matter what. Again, pretty much straightforward.
Always be charging.
Exactly. Always be charging.
That is perfect. I love that. So we'll see how that performs today against a more mobile, sneaky, I hope, Space Marines. Oh, by the way, Spencer just forgot about the invulnerable save. It turns out that they do actually have the invulnerable save, correct?
Yes.
So 5-up invulnerable save for both the normal 8-bound and the regular and the exalted ones.
My apologies, followers of
No
the World
worries.
Eaters. I'm a little rusty with this army.
No worries. Both I am as well. I have not played Vanguard yet in this form, so we'll have both this disadvantage. We're playing Leviathan Mission M, so Purge the Foe, where we're going to be scoring, which is very thematic, I think, for Space Marines versus World Eaters game. So we're going to be scoring points for the objectives themselves and also killing one another, which that makes perfect sense for a Space Marine on World Eaters matchup, and Crucible of Battle deployment, which I really love because it gives us a lot of cool opportunities in terms of where we can put stuff. By the way, Spencer has a cool tradition when we're playing World Eaters. We roll a dice with all the 4 Chaos Gods and we decide which god is going to be sponsoring this game, essentially. So this is going to be, who's that, Spencer?
That is...
Corn. Yeah, that's perfect. I have a bad feeling about this game for Space Marines.
In the burning ruins of an ancient city on Demon's Rest, the World Eaters led by the blood-crazed Angron prepare to unleash a dark ritual to awaken a long-buried demon. The objective is clear: harness the demon's power to fuel their conquest and spread their bloody gospel across the galaxy. Angron's force consists of brutal 8-bound units, bloodthirsty berserkers led by Khan the Betrayer, and a massive Lord of Skulls. The air is thick with smoke and the echoes of the dead, but the Deathwatch have no choice but to respond. They are the only Imperial force within reach to stop the awakening and prevent this infernal power from spreading. As the Watch Master Vorn Hesp leads his Proteus kill team through the burning rubble, they carefully avoid the roaming patrols of 8-bound, knowing that a single wrong step could spell their doom. Redemptor dreadnoughts following the kill team, their massive forms moving quietly through the crumbling streets. Above them, Inceptor squads wait in low orbit, ready to strike with precision and deadly firepower, while a unit of Centurion Devastators stands by to provide a whirlwind of heavy weaponry. And protecting the rear guard, a small but deadly squad of Blade Guard veterans stands ready to intercept any foes attempting to flank them. Deathwatch's bold infiltration takes them deep into the heart of Angron's force, striking hard and fast before the ritual can begin. Just when it seems like they have the upper hand, a meteor crushes to the ground. exploding into a burst of blood and rage. Angron himself joining the battle with a thunderous impact. Deathwatch now find themselves in a fight for survival, battling not just to prevent the awakening, but to stay alive amid the onslaught of the World Eaters. In the chaos and carnage, the fate of Demon's Rest and the galaxy itself hangs in the balance.
I'm gonna have to explain a couple of things about my deployment. First of all, you probably have seen in the last shot of the time lapse of the deployment that I had my Centurions on this side. I had to move them on this side because if I don't, they are not gonna have any targets turn 1 because of their 4-inch move. It's very pathetic how slow they are, but alas, that's what we have to deal with. So I had to squeeze them out of the building. That means that potentially there are some lines of sight that the Lord of Skulls can get on them, but I don't think he will be able to do too much damage to them, so I am risking here, but I decided to not put them in reserves because I want to have some shooting capabilities in turn 1. Talking about turn 1 capabilities, I have my Infiltrators unit here, and as you can see, it is danger close to the World Eaters lines. I have a 3-man unit of normal 8-bound.
Yep, normal 8-bound.
Right in front of them, which that is maybe a very foolish thing on my part, but I decided that I've paid for the Blade Driven Deep enhancement and I'm gonna drive that blade deep if I can. So I'm really hoping for turn 1 here. If I don't, then I'm gonna be charged by these 3 dudes and we'll see what happens then. Yeah, I hope they're gonna survive. That's at least something that is going to be very cool to see. My Redemptors are in this corner just because I was worried about the charges from that Rhino over here. They can disembark 3, they can move 6, they can advance and charge. Spencer can also technically do the +2 to the move characteristic as well. So they're very fast. Everything here is fast, but they are specifically fast, and the 6-man unit of Exalted A-Bound there as well, very quick. I have put all my Inceptors in reserves, and Spencer, take it away. What did you do?
So the basic mindset is hey diddle diddle, straight up the middle. But I decided to do something a little different today. So I have my Exalted 8-bound in Deep Strike Reserve. They have that naturally built in. But I also decided to put Angron in Deep Strike Reserve. Part of it is because, yes, while it is a threat overload of having Angron and the Lord of Skulls up front of the table, I'm too worried about the shooting of the Redemptors and the Centurions to just drop him. So my main plan is to possibly come in via rapid ingress and put pressure on a unit so it forces the split fire and be like, you can deal with one, you can't deal with both.
That is a consideration indeed. I hope I'm not gonna be needing to make the most difficult choices, but I think I will have to. What about your Lord of Skulls? He's as well in the center. He moves 8, so he.
Yep, he moves 8. He's basically my one shooting, but at the same time, you've fallen a little bit into my trap of having the lone unit of 8-bound here.
Yes.
And you have your big brick here.
Yes.
Guess who's now fairly close?
He is. Yes,
he can do things in melee too.
Yes, I know.
So
perhaps it was a mistake.
Yes. Me personally, I am a very big fan of giving sacrificial units. Because if people remember World Eaters in 9th edition, thank you for the blood tithe. But it also makes it so, yeah, here may be an easy, using chess analogies, here's an easy pawn kill using your rook, but I have a knight right there to come in and kill it.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm more interested in killing him than I'm interested in killing them. I had to position them there because I want to stay away from them, from those units over there. So it was, again, a sacrifice on both your side and mine.
Yes.
Just mine is a bit more expensive, significantly more. So yeah, we'll see what this was all about. I am not sure if that was the right choice, but I'm still very interested in what's going to happen there. Another thing I wanted to ask is, what is his shtick with the blood?
So, for
Yahtzee?
each unit that he kills in a battle round, in the following Blood Yahtzee, I can take one of those die and add or -1 to it.
Okay.
So, theoretically, if he kills 2 units,
you can then modify
Angron's
2.
dead, I can modify 2, so 2 5s become 6s, I just need 1 more 6, and hey, Angron's back. Back again.
That's great. I love that. Okay, so So yeah, we'll start the first turn. We'll roll off to see who goes first, and I hope it's gonna be me. Okay, so here is the roll. It's incoming. I wish you best of luck, and hope that it's going to be a fun game. You roll a 3, and I roll a 3. Wow.
All right.
Yeah, you go first again.
A 3.
You roll a 3. Okay, can I beat a 3 second time in a row? I roll a 4. Oh, that was a perfect storm for the Deathwatch, at least in this particular moment, because now we have a chance to do something with this squad before they get utterly annihilated by the World Eaters. So, turn 1, Deathwatch, Space Marines coming up. Now, before my turn starts, Spencer has done a couple of scout moves. Can you explain what you've done with the
So, for the 3-man unit of 8-bound, I just moved them to the other side of this building.
Because to make it harder for me to charge and shoot, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, good thinking.
And then for the big unit of 8-bound, in looking, you don't really have any good line of sight.
Yes.
So I figure they're safe enough to just move up for now.
Okay, well, I will be able to draw line of sight on them, just so we're clear. I will be able to shoot them, so...
Yes.
So think about that. Be prepared. As Spencer said, you will try.
Yes, exactly. You will try.
And now the Yahtzee.
Yes,
so
now the Blood Yahtzee.
Blood Yahtzee. What are you going to have? 3
So-
6s. That doesn't look good.
So I will go advance and charge.
Okay, advance and charge.
Feel no pain.
Feel no pain. Okay, I think that's the best combination, usually. Okay, so we'll see what I do in my turn. Here's the end of my movement phase and what I've done. I've essentially advanced. I rolled a 4, which is still here. I rolled a 4 for my Proteus kill team with the Watch Master because they can advance and shoot, advance and charge. So I'm not losing any potential from that squad, and I really needed that because Spencer has wisely scout moved away from me. So I need now in order to charge the big scary guy, which is my main target here. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to pick him up, which that probably is not gonna happen, but at least maybe do damage to him. So maybe next turn is going to be easier for me to deal with him. Does he do anything like, can he heal, anything like that, anything that would make it unwise to try to chip damage him?
So, as I pull up my handy dandy, nope, he doesn't heal, but he does have a sweep at 2 damage.
2 damage, yeah. Well, they're like 3 damage, 2 damage, no, 4 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, sorry, 2 wound, 3 wound, 4 wound model squad. Very weird kind of a setup, so we'll see. Yeah, so on the Centurions, they can see the 8-bound squad, and my Redemptor can see the 8-bound and the Rhino and the Lord of Skulls, just with this very slim angle over here into the big booty of the World Eaters, Lord of Skulls. And so they have a lot of options. I'm gonna finish with them probably in the shooting phase. The Centurions are extremely slow, so I need to be very careful with their positioning. I barely had the move with 4 inches to get them where I needed. And my Calidus is still in the ruin over here, so she's chilling, lady. She's gonna be waiting until Spencer's turn to be removed from the tabletop and go somewhere else. I have drawn the Engage and Assassination cards, so not gonna be doing that this time around, unless Lord of Skulls counts as a character, which he doesn't. So yeah, I'm not gonna get those cards, but I'm gonna get the CP, which is always nice. So that is my plan. Now we'll go into shooting. First things first, I'm gonna use the Strike from the Shadows stratagem on the World Eaters, my Devastators, Centurions. I'm gonna spend my 1 CP I had, which is kind of risky because the charge here is from this guy to the Lord of Skulls is like a 4, I think, about a 4 or 5 maybe.
Yep.
It's very doable, but I don't have a CP to reroll, so I hope that
Snake eyes.
I hope that works. Maybe I'll need to. I'm scared, to be honest, because I need to really get the charge off. So maybe I should not do it. I'll think about that for a second. So after a bit of deliberation, I decided to save the CP. I'm not going to spend it for the Strike from the Shadows, just because yes, it's very useful for the Centurions to be hitting on 2s. So I'll essentially have full rerolls there. But I think that full squad should be able to do enough damage so that this interaction is worth it. And I need to have the reliable charge over there into the Lord of Skulls. And I don't want to roll with Snake Eyes and then like, okay, my, 400 points? This unit is cost probably even more. My 400 point unit is just there, stranded and not doing anything. First we're gonna shoot the Centurion missile launchers into them. That's 60 D3 shots with blast, so +1 each. So I'm hoping for a good roll here because that's like the main gun that I will be pointing at them. And to be honest, I probably should start with my last cannons because last cannons have a higher chance to actually finish off models. So then will come the gun that has less damage. I think that's the wiser way to do it. So 6 last cannon shots first, hitting on 3s. So rolling 2 2s, that's not nice, but I have a 1 which I can re-roll. And that's 4 hits. And I'm wounding you on 2s, right? You're T6?
T6.
Yes, and that's twin linked, so I'm gonna re-roll the 1. Yep, so that's your invulnerable save, essentially.
Okay. So 1 at a time based on feel no pain. 5
Yes.
up.
Fail that.
Damage.
Damage D6 plus 1. 7.
So here's 7. Cool. 1's dead.
1's dead. So it was 3 wounds?
Yeah.
Or, I forgot. How many did you...
They are 3 each.
No, I mean how many wounds did you take?
I failed like 5.
No,
So-
wait, 4. 4, I think.
Yeah.
I will check actually. So the second save?
Fail.
that.
Damage.
5.
Feel no pain.
Okay,
Second
goes
dead.
down. Your next invulnerable
Third.
save. Third one.
Makes
Good.
it.
And last one.
Damage.
Damage 1. So that's 2 actually. So he takes
Alive with 1.
Okay, so next the missile launcher. So that's now the 63 plus blast, and it's still blast because
Yep.
I count as the beginning of the shooting. So that's this. So that's 6, 7, 8 plus 3, so 11. 11
Yep.
plus 6, so
Is
that's
17.
17 shots. Okay, so 17 shots. Hitting on 3s with reroll once. Well, that's a lot of 2s. Okay, so rerolling 3 once. Okay, not bad. And wounding you on 3s this time around.
Yep.
Okay, so that is your 4-up saves. So that's 3, 3, 7 wounds in total for your 4-ups.
Damage each.
D3.
6, 7.
I think you can roll this all.
This I can do 2.
I think you can roll them all at once, and we'll
Oh, yeah.
just allocate one by
Gotcha.
one.
So 4 up.
Not bad. Good result. So first one, D3. That's the wounded guy. He takes.
He's
he
dead.
died, he's dead. Now the next guy, he takes 3. Does he survive that? He doesn't.
He's dead.
And the last one, he takes 2. He takes 2.
Down to 1.
Okay, so
2 left.
okay, good. Now this unit over here, they're gonna shoot their cyclones into this guy. So 6 shots of that, and also like incidental shooting from the bolters they have and the vigil spear from the Watch Master. So 6 shots, they're hitting on 2s now because they are hitting a target that is not below half strength, which is their special rule.
And
they have oaths, so they reroll it once.
I am T12.
You're T12, I'm strength 9, so I need 5s. That's 1. 1 wound, and I don't have any rerolls there to wound. So that's D6 damage. 6.
Feel no pain.
6 pluses. Good luck. That's 1.
So he
save.
takes 5. So
Takes 1. So that's... How many wounds does he have in total? 23? I think so. He's 19 wounds left. So Spencer surprised me with the fact that this monstrosity here doesn't have 2+ save, which I think is a big mistake. Well, in any case, we're going to use that with my Stone Bolters. I'm hitting on 2s. Yep, all hit. And I'm wounding you on 6s, of course. So that's 3 wounds taken, and statistically you should take 1. You take 1.
there you go.
Or
down
you
to 18.
don't. Or you don't, because you have faith.
I take it.
You did. That's for forgetting the Philippine.
Exactly.
Now, the Vigil Spear. Vigil Spear, 2 shots, hitting on 2s. Please don't miss, Watchmaster. I know you're too busy coordinating their nice, fast advance, but you should be accurate as well. And 6s, yes, 1 6, and it's damage 2, so you don't want to fail that, and you didn't. So it's
Yep.
AP 0. For some reason, it's as Custodi's Spear. Custodi's Spears are -1. His is AP 0, damage 2. So why? It's the
Because
same spear.
It's the helmet. The helmet gives him the
you mean
extra
the
AP
plume?
on the Custodians.
The
Yeah,
plume? Of course,
He
yeah.
has no plume.
Yeah, he's a very bold gentleman. He lost his hair with all the stress of his job, fighting Xenos, you know, all the stuff, and apparently the heretics now as well. Tempter number 1 is shooting all the small guns into the 8-bound and the plasma into the Choo-Choo Pain Train. So Choo-Choo Pain Train, he will get No, I'll start with the small guns. I'll keep the suspense. So Onslaught Gatling Cannon, He hits with that. No rerolls there whatsoever. And he needs...
T6.
He needs 5s, but I'm mostly interested in these 2 6s. So that's 2 devastating wounds, and that's a wound, normal. Just a normal wound.
So regular wound, 3 up armor.
Yes.
Loves it.
And 2 dev wounds, just fill pains. So this guy dies.
Yep, and then the other one's down to 2.
Down to 2, okay. So we want to shoot him with my Icarus rocket pod. That's D3 shots. That's 3 shots. I'll check if it's D3. I think it is. I asked Fencer if he's exalted, not exalted. The 8-bound are fly unit by any chance, just because I'm anti-fly 2+, and I asked if maybe they can jump for me.
No.
Jump? No, they're okay. They don't want. Okay. So hitting on 3s. Okay, I'll hit, and I am strength 8, so I need 3s to wound. 2 wounds, AP 1, so you get your 3+ in cover. That's 2 damage. So you need to roll a 6. You roll the 6.
Alive with 1.
Arrive with 1, and I have only the Stormbolter shots now to finish you off. That's just 4 shots with Stormbolters. The humble Stormbolter. Maybe it's gonna be the last nail in the coffin we need.
5s.
5s. Here's 1 wound. You need a 3+. Okay, so we didn't finish that squad, unfortunately, but at least we did a considerable amount of damage to it. So yeah, that is the first Redemptor. The second Redemptor cannot see him, unfortunately, because we're playing the GW rules for terrain, so the first floor is blocked. But we have another target for him. So we have the target, which is the Choo-Choo painting. Oh wait, first the plasma from the first Redemptor. I almost forgot. So D6 + 1 shots. That's 2. I was very sorry about the dice.
No worries.
So 3 shots, hitting on 3s, only 1 hit.
Oath.
Oh yes, thank you. It wounds, and the oath I hit twice, so another wound roll. 1 wound in total, so your...
Invol, loves it.
Yeah. And my thing for plasma, no, I don't take any wounds. And last Redemptor, so I'll check the line of sight and range, and we'll see. So we just measured the second Redemptor, can see in range line of sight of this guy. Again, he's a very big chunky boy. I can see the back of him, but I can measure to the front of him. So the Icarus pod first, I'll start with something fun. D3, 3 shots, hitting on 3s with rerolls. All hit, wounding on 5s. 2 wounds, AP 1, but you're on cover, so that's 3 pluses.
Loves it.
Loves it with 2 6s in style.
Where were those 6s earlier?
Yeah, with the 8-bound. So the onslaught, I need those rerolls here. So that's 6 hits, and I won those sweet 6s for the dev wounds. No, unfortunately I don't get them, and I don't wound you because I'm only strength 5 in this.
Yep.
Lastly, the 4 Stormbolter shots. That's rerolls.
And 6s.
And 6s, no wounds. And lastly, the plasma cannon. So I won a big number of shots here. Well, 4 is not bad. 4 is not bad. Hitting on 3s with rerolls. And wounding on 5s. No wounds. Okay. So apparently...
Overheat?
Oh yes, thank you. Apparently the guys, thank you, no wounds. Apparently the guys will have to do it in style in the glorious combat. So we'll see how well they can do that now in the charge phase. I've saved up a CP for their charge, so hopefully they'll be able to make it in. It's minimum 4-inch charge, but I would like to roll higher just to have more movement, and I'm charging him only, so I'm gonna avoid these guys with my charge. That's a 5. We'll measure now just to see how well that works, and maybe I'll reroll that with a CP. So I decided to keep the results. So these 1, 2, 3, 4 guys cannot fight, unfortunately, but the rest of the squad can. So we'll see how well 7 of them, 7? Yes, 7, because it's an 11-man squad. 7 of them can do against the big scary guy. So first, 2 pairs of chain fists on my Terminators into the Lord of Skulls. Hitting on 2s.
With rerolls.
With rerolls. And wounding you on 3s because I'm chain fist, anti-vehicle 3+. Okay, so that's 5 wounds, AP 2, so that's your invulnerable save.
Yep. 5 wounds, so 5 up.
Wow.
Damage?
Damage to each. That's not nice. Not a nice start.
Save 1. So
okay,
he's
so take
down
9.
to 9.
Down to 9, okay. We'll give the Watch Master a chance now. Surprisingly, he has 6 attacks with lance, so he hits on 2s. Okay, he hits with everything. And he actually wounds on his strength 6.
T12.
So 6 is 5s.
Yep.
So that's 2 wounds. Not bad. Not bad. And that's, again, high AP. D3 damage.
Made 1 fail 1.
D3 damage, 2 damage. Okay, so he's down to
7.
7. Okay, now the actual meat and potatoes of the attack, which is the 12 attacks with my heavy thunder hammers, and that is going to be it. So if they don't kill him, I think that's all of the attack. Yeah, so that's 2 tornadoes and the guy. Yeah, so that's it. So if they don't kill him now, they don't kill him at all. So two attacks here, and I think I'm hitting you on. I think I'm hitting you on those. I'll check. So hits on force base, so 3s now with +1 to hit, and that's hits as well, and wounding you on 5s. But devastating ones. So hopefully I'll just roll 3 6s and we'll be done with the Lord of
You'll
Skulls.
need 4.
It's
Yes.
damage 3.
Oh, yep.
So yes, that's the heavy thunder hammer. That's the big one. So it's 2 6s, and it's only 1 extra wound. So you need to successfully roll 1 5, and then you're a happy 1 wound Lord of Skulls. Good luck, Spencer. We are waiting for you. Roll. Oh!
CP reroll.
CP reroll for days, of course. Good luck. Good luck.
Ah!
No!
Feel no pains.
Well, yes. You still have a chance. You've taken 9, so you need to roll 3 6s now. Good luck. 2. Oh! He was destined to die. Wow,
So-
that is incredible.
Deadly demise.
Yes. Oh!
D6 plus 2.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's not nice. Well, at least I have some ablative wounds in the squad. And I don't have any filament veins on them as well. Okay, so how far is he? 6 inches?
Yep.
I don't think he reaches you.
Yeah, no,
this guy.
just out there.
Yeah, it's just the guys over here.
Yep.
We'll
So-
see who gets. You decide whom are we gonna roll for first?
I'm gonna roll for my guys first.
For your guys. Okay, you'll be the gentleman.
Alright, so D6 plus 2.
D6 plus 2.
Corners, please.
Okay.
Blood for the blood god.
Wow, that's 8 more than wounds.
6s. Cocked.
That's cocked. That's very cocked. Okay, so one guy takes 1
So-
wound and 2 guys just vanish into the fine mist.
Yep.
I was not charging them, and apparently I didn't need to. Okay, now the roll of the century, the damage on my squad.
Corners, please.
Okay.
Corners,
Yeah,
please.
that's 8 more wounds. Okay, so I'll have to kill this guy, the Terminator with the hammer, and I will kill my 2 dudes with shields as well. I think that's the way to do it because the Cyclone missile launcher termies are too valuable. That was a big explosion. I'm so glad that you have rolled the 6 for both me and yours, because mine and yours union, because that would be too unfair. It was just you. So my turn, number 1. I have not done anything in terms of the scoring. I've killed 1 unit, which was a very nice unit, but I did not kill 2, which then Spencer will have a chance to respawn with Purge the Foe. I still do get kill 1. Anyways, and Assassination, Engage on all fronts. I'm gonna discard Assassination. Yeah, I'm gonna discard. To be honest, not sure which one I'll think. I'm gonna discard them both at the end of my turn, so I'm gonna have 1 extra CP. So gained 1 and gain another 1 in Spencer's turn. Spencer gains 1. Have you spent it? Yeah, you've spent
Yes.
it. You've spent 1 CP. So you have 1 at the start of your turn.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you have 3?
And I have 3, yes. So that is end of my turn 1, which was quite interesting. We'll see what Spencer does in his turn 1. Here we are at the start or end of Spencer's movement phase, actually. So he moved everything. Please tell us what happened here.
Alright, so first I quickly rolled 2 battle shocks for the 2 lone 8-bound now. They both passed, which was very important. I moved the one that was in the ruin here directly into the corner of the ruin here, so he can project his aura to affect this unit
Over there.
of berserks. Just, to deal with that.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Karn is not happy.
They don't like what is here, so
Yes.
I'm hoping for luck here and also a good roll on my D6 move that I will do when Spencer charges me. So just a hint.
So then I just quickly advanced the Rhino after everyone disembarked to get onto that objective.
That's nice.
So I am
Very
now
nice.
on 2 objectives
Okay.
in case of next battle.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay.
So where are you gonna? You have some pistol shots at me.
Yes, I do have pistol shots.
So
I
that's
know.
10 pistol shots.
+1 plasma pistol.
That's from Karn. His is always overcharged.
Yes, yes it is.
Is his overcharged pistol? Can he?
No, it doesn't hurt himself.
It doesn't
anymore.
hazardous?
Oh, no hazardous. But
okay.
that's fine.
I have a feeling that this unit over here is not long for this world.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so we'll go quick 10 bolt pistol shots first. 4, 8, 10. And because Karn is leading the unit, they get reroll 1s for hits and wounds.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s. That's a 2, these are 2s.
So he gives them 4 rerolls to hit?
Just of 1.
Once, okay.
Yep.
It works in shooting as well.
Yep, just
That is
makes
very,
an attack.
That's very cute for
Yes.
world leaders.
So 4s.
I have, let me see, I have 1, 2, 3 Terminators there, so it's a toughness 4 net.
Yep, so
unit.
4s rerolling 1s.
Okay, so 1,
2.
2, okay. So
AP
2.
nothing.
AP nothing, I'm gonna take that on my 3. He takes a wound, okay.
Okay.
So this guy over here.
Now, Karn. He hits.
He doesn't wound. No, he does.
Nope, because it's strength 8.
Have you?
Oh yeah, average. Yep, so...
He passes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Shooting done.
We've done with the boring stuff, now the cool stuff.
Yep. ABC, always be charging.
So before you do that, well, are you obviously declaring this unit?
Yes.
So I'm gonna spend 1 CP and I'm gonna do the calculated feint. So they've calculated that this angry mob is going to disembark from the Rhino, and they've pre-positioned their feet in such a way that they can run faster.
Yes.
Away, obviously. So now a d6 roll to see how far I can move away. That's 3. It's not gonna get that far. Yeah, so that's essentially like up to here. We're gonna do that off camera. Okay, so I've moved them like this. So Spencer needs now a 6-inch charge to get into combat. That's a 9.
I get it.
As I said, probably not gonna change the situation, but I had to try. I'm down to 2 CP, and I'm now hoping for Armor of Contempt to save me from the horrible death.
How about now?
Oh, Spencer, how many attacks is that? Please tell us.
40.
40, just a little 40 attacks.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. I've used Armor of Contempt. I don't think it's gonna help me. Just for the record, I think
never know.
I think they're gonna die anyways, but we'll see. 40 attacks. What's the AP on that?
AP 1 base, so it goes to AP 0 due to armor contempt.
Okay, so I will be able to save on 2s with a lot of that from the Terminators. Okay.
But volume.
Volume, yeah, with a big V.
Yes.
so 40.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Does he give them only once? I
Only
asked
once.
that. So why I thought that he gives full rerolls to it? I guess that's maybe 9th edition. Was that a 9th edition thing?
9th edition he gave.
I think he gave like full rerolls, like full
Yeah,
rerolls.
so here's... I wish I had sustained up.
Yes, you had the film pain and you had the
Yep, advance and charge.
Okay, but that's still not a bad roll, right?
Yep, so there's
Good
the
conversion.
1s.
And what's your
5 base going to 6.
It
So,
doesn't matter, 3s.
Yep.
3s too.
So effectively, 2 base guys.
Removing
reroll
1s and 2s.
Yep.
Reroll on all the 1s that Spencer has rolled. Okay, so that's a good conversion as well. So
So-
that's all the saves. How many is that?
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 26.
Okay, I have 20 dice only. 26 is a big number. So what I'll do now is I have 3 Terminators with 8 wounds in total for them, so I'll have to roll 8 at a time, but I think, well, we can safely roll 12 just because I'm not gonna fail 8 once.
You never know.
Okay, so I'll roll all 8 just so we can be on the safe side. So, okay, I failed 3, so that's 1 dead Terminator and that's 1 guy takes a wound, so I have 5 wounds remaining.
Yep.
So that's 8. Can you remove 8 from the pile?
So-
well, it's 26, so I have
Yep, so
18
8.
remaining. 18 remaining. Now I have to roll 5 more. So 1 guy takes another wound, so I have 4 wounds remaining. So that's the pile, right?
Yep.
So it should be 26. I've already
Yep.
rolled 8 plus 5, so 13. 13 to left to roll, and 4 wounds on 2 pluses to save. So guy takes a wound. So that's a last Terminator left. So 3 wounds more. He takes a wound.
2.
2 remaining. He saves that. 2 remaining. He takes
down to
another.
one.
Down to one. One. Yeah. So exactly all my term leaders have been able to save, well, for now, save the rest of the squad.
Yep. So now the two eviscerators.
Eviscerators, yeah. So we'll see how that works out for my guys.
So 8 attacks total.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
All hit.
All hit. Don't need it.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s. Yes. Strength 9, but doesn't really matter.
Reroll ones.
Re-roll the 1s. Thanks to Karn.
Okay.
So a total of 3, 6, 7. AP2 going to AP1.
So that's 3s for everyone.
And that's 2 damage.
So one guy bites the dust. That was a good roll. So I'll kill one guy with a hammer. So it'll be the green guy here. I love the Dark Angel.
Yeah, you did get a good roll on that. And then
yes,
Karn.
Karn, but we still have Karn. He probably will be able to finish off that squad all by himself.
Yeah.
What's his profile?
So
6 attacks?
No, 9 attacks.
9 attacks. Oh, okay, of course, yeah, of course, 9 attacks. How could I be so wrong?
He hits on 2.
Of course. He definitely benefits from his own reroll.
Yep. And then strength 7.
Okay.
So 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Okay, so that's 8.
3, 6, 8.
That's a
at
perfect number for you,
Yep.
right?
AP2 going to AP1.
So AP2, that means I'm on 4 ups anyways, so
Yep.
I can just roll like that.
And that's 3 damage each.
3 damages. So that's exactly going to kill the entire unit apart from the... That's 3 guys left. So that's going to kill all my hammers, and it's only the last man standing, the Watch Master. Isn't he a hero? He definitely is. At least I have my 6 attacks to fight back with, so that's 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. He's a bit tired from all the blood that was spilled into his face from his comrades. And I'm wounding on 3s, so 2 wounds. Yes, good luck.
AP?
AP2.
Made
So
one fail, 1
so
damage.
D3, 1. That was not a very strong blow.
1's at 1.
He was too busy parrying all the attacks at him. So that's, I'm just gonna show the face of this hero, this guy. Watch Master Vorn Hesp, his name is. He's from the Crimson Fist chapter. So yes, that's the end of this fight phase. I'm surprised that the squad survived. Well, not technically the squad, the leader of the squad. So he killed 1.
Yep, I kill 1.
Kill 1, so you get your kill 1, and we both don't get kill more in this battle round.
Correct.
So we are
but
equal.
more importantly, I've locked him in combat.
What about your cards?
I did score Investigate Signal because I have this guy right here.
But did not score the Storm Hostile objective.
Yep, so I will discard Storm Hostile Objective to get myself a CP.
What I will do is I will remove my Calidus, of course, from the battlefield. So she is going up into the stratosphere, and she'll be finding a new spot to land in my turn now. I'm probably going to use the CP to remove the Centurion unit from the battlefield as well, because I'm not sure they'll have enough targets to really justify them being there. I'll check that in a moment. I just realized that Spencer couldn't have the Storm Hostile object in the first turn. I completely forgot about that, to be honest. And deploy teleport Homer was the card he drawn again, which he cannot do as well. So, it's the same net result.
Yeah.
End of Spencer's turn. It's 6 to 4 points, 2 CP on my side, 3 CP on his side. That's in my turn 1. Turn 2, of course, I meant. Turn 2, Spencer will have
So
1/6, a lot of force, so you can still have advance and charge if you want.
Yep.
And you can probably have feel no pain. You can have the same combo if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the same combo. So feel no pain and advance and charge.
Got it. On my turn, I have scored tempting, so I've drawn tempting target and cleanse. So I have been tempted with a center objective, and cleanse is the second one. What I'm gonna roll now is, before I actually move all other stuff, I will roll for the desperate escape test for my Watchmaster. And on 1 or 2, he's gonna die, and I really need to kill that unit over there, so I have to sacrifice him. To be honest, he did most of the stuff he wanted to do anyway, so it's more like a token thing for me to have him. It's nice, I would like to have him still, but if he dies, he dies. So 1 or 2, he dies. Does he die? He does die. So unfortunately, he crumbles down, and hopefully he has a nifty Xenos teleporter on his belt, which with all his wounds, he will be able to tell back to the Watch Fortress and recover. So I hope that worked, that device worked, and we see a small flash of teleportation in the center of that pit of dismembered bodies from all the fighting. This is what happened in my turn 2. I have moved my Centurions in such a way that they can see the Rhino over there and the Berserkers over here, which we've then calculated how I need to position my Inceptors in such a way that they are first on the objective. Second, one of them can shoot the lone guy over here, so the Berserk who is on one on the left. This guy can obviously shoot the guy in the ruin because I want to rack up the kill more this turn, and also I don't want Spencer to have those smaller units that he can use to score secondaries. So, and the 4 guys here will be able to shoot the main bulk of the Berserkers. Obviously, you see there is a big chunky red guy in the almost in the center of the board. Tell us what happened here, Spencer.
So I decided to rapid ingress, and in positioning, my goal is to deal with the Centurion Devastators. Now, as much as I would like to position so they can't see at all, I had to wager the guess of, okay, do I eat 1 or 2 and hide mostly, or go this way and have a further charge? So I just decided, okay, go here. So even if he allocates some to the Rhino, makes it a little bit more difficult if he decides to split fire.
Yeah.
But I can also just sit there, hey, pop smoke.
Makes sense, makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I will be able to shoot with I think 2 only Centurions into the guy, into the big guy, I mean, and the rest will be either able to finish off the Berserks or take out the Rhino. So we'll see how many I kill with my Inceptors, and we'll dance from there. And obviously the Redemptors moved into the center where they like it. The Calidus has positioned herself on the objective over here because I just want to control as many as possible, and I hope that this and this will not be here at the end of the turn.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and I have kept 1 unit of Inceptors in reserves, so the plasma ones. Reasoning behind that is that there were a lot of places where Spencer could have positioned his Angron where I would not be able to see them, and I wanted to keep 1 unit in reserve just so I can deal with him in the next turn guaranteed. So even if he takes out something very important or I make some bad rolls, I still have something in the back pocket. So in the shooting phase, we'll first start with this Inceptor squad, and I'm probably gonna use the Strike from the Shadows on them. So they're gonna get +1 AP, and they're gonna get, most importantly, +1 to hit. So for the, well, I guess both are very important against the Berserkers. So yeah, against both of them actually. So it's a lot of shots, and my target for Oath are these guys. So we'll shoot first 1 guy into this guy, 1 guy into that guy, the normal 8-bound, and 4 dudes into the Berserkers. So first shooting is going to be this guy into him. Oh, and by the way, I want to position this girl that she can also shoot at him within 12. I think she's a bit too far away, so I will readjust her. I think she needs to be like that to be able to shoot at him as well. Yeah. But first, I hope that an Inceptor is going to be able to finish him off. So I need 2s to hit. I hit, no 6s. That's not great, but I think it's going to be fine anyway. So O hit, and you're T6, right?
Yep.
So 5s to wound with rerolls. So 3 wounds, not bad. Which is going to be AP2, so you are on your invulnerable save.
Yep. So 5.
That is a lot of damage.
Pain.
That's 2 damage each, but yeah. He's dead. So the second guy, the second Inceptor over there, is going to put his 3 shots into the Exalted. Wow!
No.
Okay, so he doesn't hit. He hits with everything but into the dirt in front of the Berserker. I guess he's very hidden there in the ruin. Look at him. He's over there in the window. It's very hard to hit. So yeah, unfortunately our plan to kill a lot of them didn't work. I guess that's how we have to live with this turn. And the 4 guys into the Berserkers. Yep, so that's all the 12 shots. I want a lot of 6s. That's not bad. What I'm gonna do probably is I'm gonna be a bit greedy, and I'm gonna re-roll all that, fishing for more 6s.
Yep.
Using my Oath, because even if I miss, which I didn't, I will get a chance to roll more 6s, and that is actually 6 times 2, so that's 12 more shots adding to this. So that's a lot of shots.
Yep.
I just said that. Well, I just said that 12 shots and 24 hits is how we Space Marines like it. And what did you say, Spencer?
You're trying to be Necrons, apparently, with Tesla Immortals.
Yeah, but I said that Deathwatch are actually learning from Xenos, so that's what we picked up, apparently.
And in which case, heretical, because you are learning from the enemy, exterminatus on
Yeah,
you.
exactly. So, I need 3s to wound you, and I reroll all wound rolls because I'm twin linked, so that is a lot. So that is all 23 wounds, essentially. 23 wounds at AP -2 against your Berserkers. So that's 5s.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20.
Now you're tasting what my kill team has tasted.
5s.
Okay.
So, I pull out succeeds. And these are all 1 damage?
2 damage each.
2 damage each. Okay.
So what I recommend to do is you don't have any wounded guys.
I have 1 guy that was wounded.
Ah, okay. Then we have to do it all one by one, unfortunately. So he, what's that?
That was a 6.
You need to roll 2. You need to roll 2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He did. Okay.
Okay.
So are you taking from this pile?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, these are the fails.
Think- Yeah. So we yeah.
So, yep, there we go. Okay, so injured dead.
Okay. Now you take 1 dice from here
Yep.
and 1 dice from your pile. He dead.
Dead. No, I want you. So I'll kill you.
1 dice from here. We need the one eternity later meme here from the SpongeBob. Dead.
Everything else on Karn. 4 up invul.
Well,
Oh yeah,
and
there's
Phil Payne.
fails.
Yeah.
Feeling pain, so he is alive at 1.
Okay, so that's nice. At least Karn is right. Do I get it right that he cannot move the? He can't
Correct.
do the move
He
now?
cannot do.
Because he's not a part of that unit.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So we'll see what we can shoot the Karn with, I guess. Because the Karn is alive on 1 wound, I have to put my own small arms fire from 1 Redemptor into him because that's the only guy who can see him out of my entire army from what can shoot him. Unfortunately, Caldas is just out with a 12-inch range pistol. I will check, maybe she's 18, but I think she's 12. So that is going to be 8 shots, from the Onslaught Gatling Cannon into the Karn squad. I think Oath still applies because
Nope. Actually, yes, it does.
he's like
He was part of the unit.
part of the unit that was selected. Yeah, I think it should work. So was that 6 important?
No.
So 8 shots hitting on that and wounding on
T4.
T4, but 2 6s, he's dead.
Feeling pains.
Oh yeah, sorry. And then it's 5 wounds actually. 3 more saves.
Yep. So 3 saves.
He takes 2.
Yeah.
He takes 2. Yeah. So and then
Yep.
4.
It's
4
AP 0 on it.
AP 0. Yeah.
He has
Surprisingly,
a
AP
2 up
0.
save.
He has 2+ save. Okay. Wow.
Confirming. Nope. 3 plus.
okay.
Okay. So 4 feel no pain.
4 feel no pains of 6+.
Yeah. No, he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah, well, we were worried that Karn technically has a 4+ invulnerable save, so he could have, Spencer should have rolled a couple of saves on a 4-up instead of a 5-up, but I think that
It didn't matter.
it probably would have not mattered because I had a couple of more wounds into him anyways. So that was all the small arms fire from the Redemptor, now the Plasma. So Plasma, 5 + 1, so that's 6 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, all hit, surprisingly.
T11.
T11, so I need 5s. That's 3 wounds. AP 4, which doesn't matter. 4 up.
Invul.
So that's 6 damage to your
pain.
Phil pain. 6+.
Takes it.
Takes 6.
Down
okay.
to 10.
Down to 10. Now, do I take mortals? No, for my hazardous test. And the second Redemptor is going to put everything he has into the Angron. So that is 8 shots from the Onslaught. 4 hits. I think that was hits. I'll check. Yep, this 2 was a 3, so 4 hits in total, and wounding on 5s, but I needed a 6. So that's just 1 devastating wound. You're for 6+ feeling pain.
Down to 9.
Down to 9. And now the Icarus pod, which I want to roll 3 here because it's anti-fly 2+, and I guess you have fly.
Yes, I do.
So he hits with 1, and he needs a 2+. Okay.
No.
No, he's not really a flying thing, right? It's meant to be against aircraft or something. It used to have a +1 to hit against aircraft.
Yep.
Weird rule in 9th edition, but now it's anti-fly 2+. And now the Stormbolter, so that's 4 shots, not in rapid fire. 1 hit, doesn't wound. And the Onslaught, I think I only rolled... No, I rolled the onslaught, and then just now. The plasma is left. Thank you. Thank you.
6 shots.
6 shots, hitting on 3, so 4 hits, and wounding on 5s. So 2 5s, 2 4-ups in vulnerable saves.
Made fail one.
1 failed, 1 taken, 3 wounds taken. How many wounds does he have left?
Down to 6.
Down to 6. Well, 2 centurions that can see him are now a real threat. A real threat. It depends on how well you're going to roll your saves. But we're going to move to this side of the board, this means, and we're going to fire 4 of the centurions into the rhino that they can see, and 2 centurions, I think these 2 guys, into the Angron that can see him. So let's start with the less fun part.
I am going to pop smoke
on the rhino?
Yep.
Makes sense. Okay. You are, though, just so you know, you are on the objective, so my centurions will have full rerolls to hit against you.
But it'll still net -1. So
I understand. It just doesn't impact your decision, so.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so my centurions are going to be hitting on 4s with full rerolls from the last cannons. So, all but 1, and reroll.
See, it mattered.
Yeah, it did. And also you get cover from the smoke. So that's really a wise choice. And 3s to wound. All wounds, AP net 2, so you are down to 5s. So 2d6 plus 1 damage. So that's
8 damage total.
8 damage total. I'm not gonna probably spend a CP on that. I think.
Feel no pain.
Wow, 3. Okay.
Where were you earlier?
Yeah, exactly.
Take
5 taken. So it's left.
Yep.
Okay, and my 4d3 shots of the blast grenade launchers. So that's 4 plus, so it's 8 shots. Hitting on 4s, but with rerolls.
3, yep.
Okay, and
rerolls.
Okay, so that's 6 hits, and wounding on 4s because it's strength 9. So 3 wounds, AP net 1, so you're 4-up saves. Wow, okay. So 4 centurions didn't kill the rhino. That was a very wise choice on the smoke there. But what we were mostly interested in was the Angron. So 2 last cannon shots. Those will only reroll once because you're not on an objective. So they hit.
Yep.
And you are T11, right?
Yep.
I'm wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. AP 3. So it's down to 4-ups, yeah.
Loves it.
Loves it. And 2 D3 grenade launchers. That's 4 shots. Hitting you on 3s.
All hit.
All hit. Wounding you on 5s. 1 wound. I'm glad Angron survived because it would be...
AP 2?
Yes.
Goes to AP 1.
AP 1,
3,
yes.
yep. Loves it.
So that is all the shooting from them, and all that is left now is I can probably charge, but I'm not going to, I think. I will think about that. Here in the Inceptor squad, I decided to charge the what is his name?
1 lone 8-bound.
8-bound with 1 wound remaining, because the amount of attacks, the volume, is probably going to give me enough to kill him, I hope. He has a 3+ save as well, so that's going to help. And I don't want him to survive and then charge me. That would be very bad. So maybe that's a wrong decision, but I'll try that. So what do I roll on the charge? 5 should be get.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll move them in. Scepters have all moved in. The lone 8-bound is there, being nicely hugged by my Inceptors. They have 3 attacks each with 401 profiles. So it's a question of whether we can make Spencer fail 1 save. Stats are probably not on my side here, but we'll see. So that's 3s to hit. Okay, not great. Unfortunately, I don't get any rerolls here. And the strike from the shadows definitely doesn't apply here. So the 5s to wound now. 2 wounds. So only a miracle can save me now. Spencer, can you fail 1 3+? No. In style on 2 6s. I like it. I love it. So now you can fight against me.
Okay. That is just need to confirm non-chain glaive guy. So it is 6 attacks.
Death?
Oh, very much deals death.
Is he 3 damage?
2 damage.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, no, I wish it was the 3, but so
3 hits, 3 attacks.
So 6 attacks hitting on 3s.
He is not on the charge, so that doesn't impact him, right?
Correct. So that's why it's just 6 attacks.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Hitting on 3s, so Oh well, only 3 hits.
And wounding on, I'm T6.
Strength 5.
So 5s.
5s.
He bounced.
Okay.
Well, I guess...
I do reroll 1s on the wound because of his aura. Nope, didn't matter.
Okay, so both me and you have done nothing. Though I have one benefit, I have pistols, so I can shoot actually into combat there with the guns next turn, potentially. But that is me. That is everything that I could do. I have secured tempting target successfully. Cleanse. The Calidus has done that with 1 because I didn't shoot her, so 3 victory points for my tactical objective there. I don't think I could have done that with anyone else because that is my objective. I cannot do that there, and the Redemptors were needed to shoot. So that is pretty much it. Now we'll see what happens in Spencer's turn too. Okay, so here is the end of Spencer's movement phase. Spencer, sorry, my voice is cracking. Tell us what happened here.
So Angron went yeet and
You
just...
used the advanced 6 inches
Yes.
strategy. What is the name of it?
That is...
Sorry.
because I believe it had the funky name. Not Blood Offering. Yes. Apoplectic Fury.
Apoplectic.
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 Apoplectic!
That is a very Italian name.
Yes.
I love it.
And I can use that and still charge because my Blood Yahtzee for the turn is advanced charge.
Yeah,
and
so Angron, no one was doubting that Angron would be able to charge me. It's just a question of whether I can kill him on Overwatch or not, which I'm spending 1 CP on Overwatch. I've spent that.
Yes.
And we'll see if I can do that. I have real ones to hit. So we'll start. I'm not going to torture you. I'm going to start with the last cannons. So whether I... No, actually, no. I'm going to start with the D3 shots. You know why? Because I don't want you to know what is going to be the result of the last cannons. So I want you to spend the CP if you want on the shots from the grenade launchers. So that is not a bad roll. So that's 6 plus 8 plus
10, 12.
12 shots. Okay. So I just need this in addition to that. So 6s, please. That is 3 6s and 2 1s. So potentially maybe 1 more 6. No. So 3 hits. Unfortunately, Spencer didn't touch my objective, so I cannot have I don't have the full rerolls to hit, but that's at least 3 or 1s. And I need 5s here. 1 wound, Spencer. AP 2, now no cover. So
4 up either way.
it's 1, so
Damage.
D3 damage. 1.
Feel no pain.
Feel no pain, yes.
Takes it down to 5.
Takes down to 5, okay. And now the 6 last cannons. I'm gonna wait until Spencer does that. I want him to see what I roll. So the big roll, 6 dice. I'm owed at least 1 hit.
No, you're not.
I'm owed 1 hit
No,
by
you're
the
not.
fates.
No, you're not.
And it's not the Dinch game, it's a Corn game, and Corn doesn't care where the blood flows from. So
That is
he
true.
wants to help me. 1 6 and 2 1s, 3 1s actually. So the chance is about, what is it, 50% that I'm gonna roll 1 6 on 3 dice. So 2 6s.
Okay.
2 6s. I am wounding on 3s with twin linked. So yes, 2 wounds, Spencer. 2 4-ups. Can you repeat what you did last turn?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So unfortunately, Centurions have not been able to protect themselves completely. They were quite marksmen, so they masterfully shot at the Angron, but he was, just imagine that. I'm just, wait, so let's spend a second here in the cinematic scene. The Centurions, they have been shooting this way into the Berserkers and like the Rhino, and then they see a flash of teleportation behind the building over there. And then they hear stomping like and the Angrons popping from over that ruin, running, something that you cannot understand, incomprehensible cry on his lips, if you can call that lips. It's more like a maw. And he's just ready to tear them apart. And they are collecting all of their strength and fearlessness. They are shooting at him with last cannons right into his face, but the fates, Tzeentch perhaps helped his brotherly chaos god, and he was able to shrug off those shots. So we'll see now what happens in the fight phase. I'm pretty sure the Centurions are not gonna like that charge.
Yeah, but they're not the first charge. Beginning of the charge phase,
Yes.
Angron activates his aura.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna probably do the
Rapid ingress.
No, do the move back d6 inches. Just
Okay.
I'll measure if that can help or not. Do you have +1 to charge?
I can select it, which I'm going to help my
At the start of your charge phase.
Start of the charge phase.
And I do that when you select me as a target, so that's later. So you
Yes.
have to do it now.
Yes.
Will you do it now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll measure and see if I should do it or not. I decided not to move back with the d6 move here because d6 is just too swingy and he's too close to me with +1 to charge. That's not really gonna be helpful considering Spencer has a reroll. If Spencer had 0 CP, I would do that, and I would also recommend you, if you were in a similar situation, do that just in case it's gonna go bad. In this case, with +1 to charge and the fact that he now needs a 2 or 3 inch charge, so at maximum I'm gonna make it a 7, if at all. And then he has a reroll on standby. So let's see how he rolls. He probably is going to roll high.
So first, I'm
Yes.
going to do the back unit of 8 bound into Redemptor.
8 inch charge.
Yes, 8 inch charge.
It's a 7. It's a 7.
That's why I have redundancy.
Yes. Second unit.
Second unit. There we
They
go.
go in. They go in. That's nice. Okay, so we'll see how tough the Redemptor can be, if if he can. So
I
they
want
will move
on
in,
the objective.
of course. That's going to be a cool fight there.
And then Angron does Angron things.
Yes, Angron is going to roll. Please don't roll a 3, which will make me very sad. Just roll high. That's
There
perfect.
you go.
12, yes. So that would not have helped me any ways. I have saved myself a
My objective
Yes, definitely.
now.
What's your OC?
OC is 4.
Well, then it's still mine.
Which
I'm OC2
actually-
on each one.
Just realized I'm under half strength. I should battle shock. He is fine.
Yeah, he's the Primarch.
Yep.
He has leadership 5.
So, I have
Okay.
1 CP.
What are you going to do?
Thank shock.
Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can do that. You're a monster.
20 attack, or 20 dice.
Yes, you roll the maximum.
Yes.
You can do maximum 6. Pretty sure you're going to do that.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Sage, guys, it's actually 19 only dice, not 20. So
Yes.
we're going to be totally fine. 5s. 1, 2, 3,
3,
4, 5.
5.
6. Sorry. 6.
Yep, 6. There you go.
That's full. So
cool.
you kill
6
a
mortal
guy.
wounds.
You kill a guy. Let's kill this guy. And we have 2 wounds on another. So this guy over here. I don't have any filament pains on them, so that's that. I'm attacks from Angron. I'm going to use my Armor of Contempt, so I'm down to 1 CP. Am I?
Yep, you're
Okay.
down to 1.
So, good luck, Spencer.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Do you have any rerolls to hit?
Nope.
Okay, so you miss 1. Oh, 2, right?
2.
You might as well hit.
Yep.
Okay. And you're winning on 2s,
Yes.
definitely. Okay. 4. And I have 5-up saves. I
Yep.
have 5-up saves, so we have a chance here. No.
No.
That's 4 guys. Almost guaranteed dead.
Okay.
You need to roll. Don't roll once. Just don't roll once. Dead? Not dead. Okay, so 3 guys are gonna die. Well, okay, so.
So that's 6
Yes.
damage to 1.
Wow. Okay, so you killed 2. You killed 2?
2 and injured another.
You kill 1. You kill. You take. He takes 3
3,
wounds.
yep.
He dies, and another guy takes 3. So you kill 2 guys. Okay, so I have 3-man's unit of Centurions left after Angron's charge. That is wild. Spencer got really unlucky on that roll. You needed that aura for rerolls
Hits.
from hits
Oh,
and
yeah,
also
and the wounds from the 8 bound.
Yes, exactly. That would have been very helpful. Okay.
Okay.
I was lucky there, definitely. What else do you have? Oh, these guys.
Yep. Okay.
He doesn't have the armor contempt though. So what's your AP?
So depending on the weapon that I choose, I'm going to go with the. I'm gonna go with the chain fists.
Chain fists.
Yep. So on the regular guys.
Weird. Your chain fists don't get the anti-vehicle 3+.
Yeah, no. But I'm strength 15 instead.
Okay. You're still winning me
so-
on 3s.
So the 2 regular guys first.
Yes.
So 4 attacks becomes 8 attacks.
Yes.
Hitting on 3s, no rerolls.
Mm-hmm. Wounding on
Strength
3s.
14, so 3s.
Wow.
Wait,
Well. Okay, so 2 wounds. What's AP?
AP3.
So I'm 5-up saves.
2 damage, your Redemptor, it becomes 1 damage.
So 2 damage taken. Okay.
And then the Sergeant, the pair of fists.
Sorry, 1 wound remaining on this guy. Just a little bit of housekeeping in the middle of the fight. Sorry.
No worries. And then the Sarge, 5
Yes.
attacks becomes 6.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, no.
Aren't they hitting on 2s?
No? Because you're thinking of the chain glaives. No, I'm.
So
running
you
fists.
only have the 3+ hitting weapons in
Yep.
this squad. Okay.
So I could choose between the Eviscerator on the regular guys.
Yeah. But
But-
you chose the chain fist.
Yeah.
I got it.
Because it's wounding on 3s.
Okay.
But these are twin linked, so 3s don't need it, of
Okay.
course.
What's the AP?
AP 3.
Okay. So 5s again. Take 2.
So 4 damage becomes 2 damage.
4 damage.
2 damage each.
Ah,
So,
oh, yeah,
Yeah, so
I
4
thought-
total becomes 2.
I thought you mean it's damage 4.
Yeah,
each.
no. Nope.
Okay, so it's 2 damage taken, so I've taken 4 in total. So that's 8 wounds remaining on the Redemptor. Now I fight back with my 5 attacks from the Redemptor. So hitting on 3s, 4 hits, and wounding on 2s, right?
T6, yep.
On strength 12. So 3 wounds, standard amount of wounds. from the Redemptor.
Invul
Whoa.
damage each.
3.
So feel no pain 5 up on the first one.
Okay.
Takes
That's good.
down to 1.
Your fill up pain worked well. This
Second game, dead. So one guy's dead, and
Last one takes 2. Takes 2, yes. So he's-
1 because they already have a feel no pain.
Oh, yes.
So they get the
fives.
plus 1, so
okay,
5.
so you lose 1 guy, right?
Yep, and then another one's just down to 2.
Down to 2. Okay, that's not bad. I'm glad you have the film pain. Otherwise, that would have been a dead squad. Okay, so now we fight over there with the Inceptors. I get a second chance to kill the 8-bound Inglorious Combat, and I think that's an achievement. If a unit of Inceptors with all their pistol punching can kill an 8-bound, even though he's on 1 wound remaining in combat, I think that's a very cool achievement for this squad.
Yep.
So 18 attacks again. That was 3, I think. I'll reroll that. Yes. So that, and I need 5s. So 5 wounds. 5 wounds in total, Spencer. Can you fail 1 of them, please? 1 of them, exactly. 6 plus? No. Okay.
it.
So we killed this guy. Fortunately, the 6-man unit of Inceptors, it took them 2 activations, but they were able to finish that off. So that is the end. Yeah, that's how it looked there. So that is the end of the fight. And
No,
No, it's
your
not?
Centurions.
oh yeah, actually, they actually have some decent, I think, fighting. They have they have 3 attacks each, hitting on 4s. No rerolls, unfortunately, because their rerolls are only against
shooting.
In shooting, yeah. So 4 hits and wounding on 6s. One wound, Spencer. Can you believe that? Spencer's still struggling with their wound. Thank you.
Because I'm
bud.
trying not to break your models.
I'm very thankful
Here,
for that. Thank you.
I'll just.
We'll pause for a second.
There we go.
Thank you. 1 wound. AP 1, so it's fail.
Damage.
They take 2 damage. He takes one, right?
Yep, 1.
He takes 1 wound from a Centurion, which was a very angry punch with the last cannon into the face, like. Meh. Okay, so that went much better for me than it should have, probably.
Yeah.
Because I should have lost them, definitely, and I was very swinging on killing that guy over there, and I would have to spend my pretty much entire activation on just removing them from that trap over there, where now they're free to do whatever. So it's not looking good for the World Eaters now, because you've lost most of your resources now, and
Yep.
I have a whole turn with a whole unit of Inceptors to do a bunch of damage. So we'll see how that goes. What about your scoring? So what?
So I did not kill a unit.
You didn't kill Union? Surprisingly, actually. Yeah.
I did not capture enemy outpost, but I do have a unit behind enemy lines.
Okay. Yeah, so they're OC2 each, so he's OC4, right?
Yeah.
Is he OC4?
He is
Maybe he's OC7 or something. Somehow.
OC6.
OC6. So he's equaling them.
Yep. So I'm not.
No,
capturing.
actually not. Sorry, not yet, because there's 1 blade guard on the objective as well. So
Yep.
it's an OC7 yet. So for now, I control that objective,
Yep.
which is good. But I have to roll battle shock for them. Are they? They're not below half strength. They're equal to.
You still have to roll.
Still have to roll. Okay. They pass, unless you have a modifier.
Nope.
Okay, so they pass the leadership 6, so they are good, and we'll now move into my turn 2. My turn 3. Let's see turn 3. That is 6, and you have enough for advance and charge.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you need 3 4s. 4 pluses.
But that means you need like 3 4s, 3 5s, or 2
Oh,
6s.
it's the same?
Right, it's the same.
No, it says 4 plus.
Yeah, but it's like, so I would need, you know,
The
3.
actual 3 4s?
Yeah.
3 identical?
Yep, the exact.
Ah.
That's why it's blood Yahtzee.
Okay, I thought
But
it's...
I'm just gonna go feel no pain,
Okay,
and just because I have no other +2 move.
plus 2 more. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So...
Actually, sustained.
Sustained, okay.
Feel no pain, sustained.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll continue my turn, my movement. This is the mop-up turn, boys. We are trying to mop up the rest of this warband of world leaders and send Angron back to the pits of Tartarus, where he's from. I've drawn Deploy Teleport Homer and Area Denial. So Area Denial is not going to be difficult because I have 2 Redemptors there, which they just need to finish off the unit of 8 bound. I have dropped my last reserve, which is the 6-man plasma squad. I've dropped them here so they can shoot Angron and shoot the 8 bound, which we're gonna do momentarily. The Inceptors have popped from the ruin, and now they're in the range of line of sight to shoot the Rhino just to make sure that it's gone, hopefully. And I am on the objective with the Calidus because I popped her up. How I decide at the end of Spencer's turn whether I need her somewhere else or should I keep her on objective is I just look at how many I control. So I controlled at least 2, so there's no point for me to control this one. I picked her up, and then I've drawn Deploy Teleport Homer, which was perfect. So because I could pop her, send her into the deployment zone, and then get those 5 points. Area Denial obviously as well. So now shooting. First, this Redemptor over here is gonna put everything he has into those 8 bounds over there. So 8 shots from the onslaught that hits, and wounding on 5s. So 2 wounds, no devastating wounds.
So
Does not take any.
Yep.
And now the Stormbolter shots. Sorry, it's one too many. Okay, so all hit and wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
Twin linked.
Is it?
Stormbolters are twin linked.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
So 2 more. I'll check that because I think these are not. So 1 more. It would be 1 more. Okay, so takes 1, maybe.
Loves it.
I've been playing Redemptors for so long and I completely forgot that their Stormbolters are now not 2 pairs of different Stormbolters, but twin link Stormbolters. And for me, a Redemptor fan, that is something that is shameful not to know. Okay, I was too used to how the rules were in 9th edition. Now I have the Icarus spot, 3, and that's not blessed anymore, so just hitting on that and wounding on that. So 2, 1 fail, damage 2. Okay, so 2 taken.
So 1's down to 1.
1's down to 1. Okay, and plasma now. So 4 plus 1, so 5 shots, all hit, and wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. 3 wounds.
So
2 taken.
Yep. So first one, 3 damage.
3 damages.
So first one,
Down.
injured's dead. Second one,
Down to-
a lot. Yep, down to 2.
Okay, so
down to 1.
and now the second Redemptor. So he will shoot his plasma into the 8 bound, and he'll shoot all the small guns as well into those 8 bound.
Yep, and you need to kill the 8 bound in combat first to be able to shoot the macro because of blast.
I think I cannot shoot the blast just into combat. I think I can shoot it out of combat. I'll check. Yep, so still can't shoot plasma, so I will shoot everything he has into those 8 bounds over there, because I think the charge of this Redemptor is going to be enough to finish them off, hopefully. Well, I still need, to be honest, the area denial. Do you have any wounded guys here in the squad?
I have 1 guy at 2.
Yes, I'll shoot the Icarus spot into him, and then everything else into those guys. So 4 shots with the Twin Stormbolter. So 2 hits and rerolling because twin link, so 1 wound.
Loves it.
Loves it, yes. Icarus rocket pod, 3 shots, that's into the
1 in combat.
in combat. Oh, no, 2 hits because -1 to hit shooting in combat and 2 wounds.
Yep. So, 1 at a time for suspense.
It's AP1.
Good.
Good?
Not good. Damage.
2. So
Feel
you
no
need to roll.
pain.
So he dies.
Kills the injured.
Okay,
so I
so
have 1 guy in combat.
that worked, and 8 shots from the onslaught. That's only hitting on 4s, fortunately. 1 devastating wound into the.
Okay. 5 up, feel no pain. Loves
Okay,
it.
and the D6 plasma shot. So plasma is not. It's not bad today.
Yep.
So 3 hits. No rerolls because we're having rerolls against Angron. So 2 wounds.
Made 1
1.
fail 1, 3 damage each.
Yep.
Alive with 1.
Alive with 1. Okay. So that is the shooting from the 2 Redemptors. Now we'll shoot the Inceptors into the Rhino. Into the Rhino. Okay, so we have 18 shots from the Inceptors, and I'm not using the Strike from the Shadows on them. I'm going to use that on the Plasma Inceptors. So I have no rerolls, and I'm hitting on 3s. But I have 2 6s, so that's. I leave these 2. Yes, I leave these 2. So yeah, so that's how it should be. And now I am wounding you on 5s with full rerolls. Okay, fortunately. Okay, so you have 6 wounds to roll. So 6 wounds total.
AP1.
2 fails. That's,
6 up, feel no pain. Takes it.
they're 2 damage each. For what it's worth.
Takes 4 damage. Alive at 2.
Alive at 2. So we were not able to finish off the Rhino, unfortunately. But perhaps, no, I don't think we have anything else to shoot at it for now. Now the Plasma Inceptors over there. So this squad, they're shooting 1 guy into the Rhino, 1 guy into the 8-bound, 4 guys into Angron. Last time it almost worked, maybe this time it works. How many wounds do they have left on the Rhino?
2.
2,
And
okay.
I did pop smoke.
Okay, I guess, I still will use the overcharge on all of them. Just, I think I can overcharge 1 by 1, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I don't need overcharge on the one that shoots 8-bound because he has 1.
Right.
No, actually I need. You have Feel No Pain.
Yep, 5
Yeah,
up.
so I'll overcharge all of them. Sorry. So 2 shots into the Rhino. That's hitting on 3s. Okay, so again that happens. I have no rerolls, no sustain, no nothing. So yeah, okay. Well, I see. Maybe I'll use a CP on that. Just for fun, I'll probably reroll that for 1 CP. So 1 hit, 6 doesn't do anything, and I need a 5 to wound, and that's AP4.
So
You don't get a save.
feel no pain, 2 damage.
3 damage each, so 3 damage. So Rhino finally goes down.
Yep, and for funsies, nope, no explosion.
No explosions. Okay, so that worked. Though I had to spend all of my CP, so I'm down to 0 now. Now the 2 shots into the 8-bound, the lone one. I don't want to roll 1s here. I didn't roll 1s. Okay, so 2 hits. I wound on 3s, and that's with twin link. So yes, so 2 wounds. The camera has turned off on the moment when Spencer has rolled the save. He passed 1, he failed 1. So now you need to roll 3 Feel No Pains, 3 5 pluses.
Survey says
You
nope.
die just by 1. So the guy was only on 1 wound, so he was thankfully destroyed by that plasma shot, but only just. And now the 8 shots from the plasma into the Angron. Yep, so that's 8 shots hitting on 2s with rerolls. So 2 1s, it all hit. And wounding you on 5s with full rerolls. So 4 and thank you. That's no more, fortunately, so only 4, but 4 is good enough.
invulns.
2 failed, 2 passed, which is exactly how it should be, and the 3 damage each. So 6 in total. Okay. 1.
He dead.
He's dead?
Deadly demise.
Okay.
Does not go off.
Okay, so he unfortunately has not survived this, and this means that the World Eaters.
You need to kill 1 more 8-bound before I'm tabled.
The World Eaters have lost everything but the lone 8-bound, which I'm now going to charge with my Redemptor. I'm going to move in, just because I can't fail that. And I don't have a CP for tank shock, otherwise I would have done that. So unfortunately I have to do it in glorious combat. So hitting on 3s, all but 1. And wounding on 2s, all but 1. So 3 wounds. Good luck, Spencer.
Invul.
2 fast, 2 fail, sorry. So that's 3 damage each, 6 damage in total.
5 of feel no pain, and dead.
Exactly that. So thank you for the game. It was awesome. Let's talk about this. It was a very cool one. We had a little chat off camera. So Spencer, what was your idea on what perhaps went a bit wrong for the world leaders this game?
So I tried to be a little bit more defensive and cagey because I worried about the anti-tank, but in doing so, I basically gave up the tempo. And because I gave up the tempo, I wasn't able to put enough pressure on. Now, granted, the Lord of Skulls dying turn 1 doesn't help either, but you were able to just focus down the Lord of Skulls instead of having to split the fire between the two.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I think Angron, you're correct. Angron should have stayed on the board, just because that would have overloaded my decision-making process and the threats from that. And I don't think I would have had the shooting to actually do damage to you, turn 1. And when I learned that you are not going to be you are going to be just deep striking the Angron, I was freer with my decision to just play like I played in turn 1, only going for the Lord of Skulls.
Right.
So, yeah, I think your list was good. I don't think you need to change anything about that. You have all the elements here which you really needed. Maybe I would have traded one unit of... Maybe I wanted to have one more Rhino with the guys.
I thought about that. Also, the other problem is I didn't have enough stuff to sit on back objectives. That's why you see most competitive lists don't run the Lord of Skulls.
Where are your Chaos Spawn? I forgot. You had
They
them.
don't fit.
They don't fit.
They don't fit.
How much are they nowadays?
I believe 60 points for 2, and my list came in at 1975.
1975, yeah. So you have to sacrifice something significant to get them in.
But this list was untouched by the
Changes.
Battle
balance
I
aside.
literally had 10 points open up instead. But, okay, could have taken enhancement. I had named characters, they couldn't take enhancements anyway.
Makes sense. Okay, well, I do like everything that you have here. The 8-bound, I just have... Have you thought perhaps maybe trading one Exalt 8-bound just to have extra 3 guys in the normal 8-bound? Because of their scout. I just think that...
I've thought about that if I had more models.
Ah, you don't have the normal ones?
I have more normal ones. They're just not painted enough to really be like, okay, I would want to present these to your viewers.
Okay, got it.
So I have thought about that.
Perhaps.
I have also thought about if I had more exalted 8-bound, running a 6-man blob of them instead of just the 3s, because then I would have been able to do
then
much
here,
more.
for example, you would probably have killed the Redemptor.
Yeah.
Likely.
Or at least done a lot more damage to it.
Do you have any damage 3 attacks on the Exalted?
Nope, they're all damage 2.
What about the normal 8-bound?
Only damage 2.
No damage 3 at all?
No damage 3.
Weird, because damage 2 is a real problem when you're targeting something that's -1 damage like Redemptor. You really need those damage modifiers to...
I have no damage modifier. I have the only 3 damage stuff that I could have is the Massive Executioners with, you know, the Berserker Glaive.
But that's not the same.
Right.
Okay, yeah, well, in any case, I think it was a very cool game. I really enjoyed watching the world leaders just utterly annihilate my Proteus skill team for the audacity of going and fighting
the Lord of Skulls.
The Lord of Skulls, yeah. Lord of Skulls has always exploded in glorious fashion.
Exactly.
Gore and the blood and pieces of bodies all over this area. Can you imagine that he rolled 6 on both d6 plus 2s for the explosion? So that's like almost an atomic bomb exploding here in this area. Like
exactly.
300-pound TNT bomb, something like that. So it was incredibly spectacular. And yeah, it was very cool. I really like the Vanguard, how they're playing. I still personally like the Gladius more, just because of that tactical flexibility. I got lucky in a few spots. Like, for example, I could I just sacrificed my Watch Master so he can fall back. But potentially, if the squad was alive, I would be able to fall back with them and charge again. Where here I'm essentially stuck. So that's one thing I dislike about Vanguard, is that I don't get to fall back and charge, which I really think is a theme of Raven Guard, and they should have kept that in the detachment. They probably just wanted to control its power with the fact that they don't have that. And the Inceptors, as always, are great, wonderful. It's correct that they got points hike in the previous Minotaur Field Manual, not this one, because they are supposed to cost 130 for 3. They should cost 260 for 6, but they still do a great job against pretty much any target. I'm more impressed with the bolter ones, to be honest, than with the plasma ones, though the plasma ones still did great. And the Redemptors, as always, wonderful. The Centurions, I was quite surprised with their resilience, but I think it's more because Spencer rolled really badly on the Angron, and not them being really survivable. Though there are a lot of wounds, toughness 7, 2+ save, so Armor of Contempt really helps, even against AP4 in Angron's case. So yeah, what's your favorite unit of the game, Spencer?
I would definitely say I'd have to give the MVPs to actually the Dev Centurions, just because they alone forced me to change my entire game plan.
How so?
Because again, I was worried about the anti-tank shooting, and that forced me to think, okay, let's put Angron Deep Strike Reserve instead of just starting him on the table.
Because I was able to reach out and do a lot of damage to him.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why I have to give the MVP to the Dev Centurions.
In my case, then I usually talk about my unit when it's my favorite, but in this case I'm going to talk about my favorite unit on your side. And for me, my favorite one was the 6-man unit of the Exalted 8-bound, the one that didn't do anything in the game provided, but I still like just in extrapolating what I expected to do, it's a very dangerous threat. The fact that he can move 6 inches, then move 9 inches, right? 9-inch move?
Yep, 9-inch move, 6-inch scout.
And then potentially +2 for the Yahtzee, and then +6 potentially for the advance. So that's what? 6 plus 9, 15, plus 6, 21, plus 2, 23 inches. And then a charge. So that's 23-inch move. That's faster than an Eldar jet bike.
Just high.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a unit that can really do a lot of damage. So I personally like them the most, and of course an honorable mention for Angron, because he's the best.
He's Angron.
He's the best. Yeah, I'm really waiting for the vf.miniatures Angron, who's currently being ready for painting, and perhaps we'll see him someday in the game. Perhaps Spencer would like to use my Angron in the game one day instead of his own Angron.
No, it will be a Highlander Angron. It can be only one.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what we'll do? We'll do a fight matchup of them. So whichever Angron wins is going to be the one we'll use in the battle report. How about that?
That works.
We'll shake on that. Thank you very much for the game, Spencer, and we'll be looking forward to having you on the channel next time. Thank you for the game, and we'll see you next time.